morning. Today's Wednesday the 12th. We're going to fill out page 8 and 9 in our packet. Go ahead and take out your packet. And then also your big ideas, because we're using that table to help us. Okay, on page 8, approximate using perfect squares. So this one first. 78 is between, let's see, so find 78 here. It would be between these two. So it's between 64 and 81, the square root of 64 and 81, which means it's between 8 and 9. I don't know what this one's for. So square root of 78 is between 8 and 9. Okay, we're going to approximate square root of 18 to the nearest tenth and then put on the number line. So first, find the square root of 18. It's going to be between 16 and 25. So I'm going to first draw my own number line. Square root of 16, square root of 25. And then I put the whole numbers on top, 4 and 5. Chop it in the middle, 4.5. Okay, square root of 18. Is that closer to the 16 or 25? It's definitely closer to 16. It's only 2 away. So we're either going to estimate 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, or 4-4. I'm going to start with maybe 4-2 because it's only 2 away from 16. Actually, I'm going to start with 4-1. So let's multiply 4-1 and see what we get. Wait, I messed up. 1 and 1. This should be 4. Okay, let me redo it over here. 1, 4, 0, 4, 16. So add it up and I get 1, 8, 6. Okay, I got 16.81. So if I go up to 4.2, it's just going to get further away. So my answer has to be the 4.1 right here. So I'm going to write above it square root of 18. Okay, we're going to do comparing and ordering real numbers. So we're going to read the question left to right or bottom to top. Sometimes the questions are written across or it's in a table. You're going to separate the decimals from the non-decimals. Make the numbers look like decimals or the same. Put the numbers in order and rewrite your final answer with the original numbers. So not your converted decimal numbers. Okay, we're going to compare this one. So we want to know which one is the bigger one, which one's the smaller one. This one's already a decimal, so we'll leave that one alone. But square root of 39, we have to figure out what that is. So using my table, 39 is between 36 and 49. So square root of 36, square root of 49, that's 6 and 7. Chop it in half, 6.5. Okay, square root of 39 is it closer to 36 or 49? It's definitely closer to 36. So we're going to either estimate 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, or 6-4. So I'm going to start with maybe 6-3. That's 9, 18, 18, 36, 37. Add it up. I got 39.68. So it's going to be around 6.3, maybe even if you go down to 6.2. But it's asking us to compare. So I already know that square root of 39 is less than this one. So I'm going to write 6.51326 is greater than the square root of 39. Because the square root of 39 was about 6.3. Maybe I would check 6.2. But either way, this number is going to be bigger than that number. Okay, how about this one? Ooh, okay, so this is a negative decimal. We're going to figure out square root of 7. And then at the end, we'll put the negative with it. Square root of 7 is between the 4 and 9. In the middle is 2.5. Square root of 7 is closer to the square root of 9, right? This is only 2 away. So you would estimate 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, or even 2, 9. Okay, but either way, this number, negative square root of 7, is going to be either negative 2, 6, negative 2, 7, 2, 8, or 2, 9. But either way, that one is still going to be bigger than that, right? Because this is already negative 3.12345. So negative square root of 7, which is approximately maybe negative 2, 6, or 2, 7, is going to be greater than this other number. Okay, we're going to compare in order from least to greatest. So we want smallest to largest. Okay, first thing I notice is this is a negative. None of the other ones are negative, so that has to be the smallest. So I'm going to already put that one here. On the left is the smallest. And then 5.2 is bigger than this 3, so that one's bigger than that. But we need to know what this one is, square root of 21. So square root of 21 is between 16 and 25. Square root of 25, and that's 4 and 5. Halfway in the middle is 4.5. Square root of 21 is closer, let's see, it's 5 away here, 4 away here, so it's going to be somewhere over here. So it's going to be somewhere between 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, or 4.9. But looking at this is 5.2, that's this number right here is the same as 3.9. So we got 5.2, this number 3.9, and then this is 4.7 or 6. So even without figuring out what it actually is, I already know that the next smallest number is 3 9/10. The next smallest number would be root 21, and then the biggest one is 5.2. I'm going to flip to page 9. Same thing, but we're going to go from greatest to least. So I see 2 negative numbers. This one is the smallest negative number, so I'm going to put that all the way over here. Okay, use that one. Then this is the next negative number, so I'll do this. Okay, then we have these other ones. So 2 1/4 is the same as 2.25. Okay, and then, we used up that one. So we really need to figure out just square root of 11. Square root of 11 is between 9 and 16. And that means, if I draw my number line, the square root of 11 is closer to square root of 9. So it's going to be somewhere here, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. So I already know this number is about 3 point something, right? Even without figuring it out, I know it's going to be 3 point something. This is 3.6, which is on this side. So I can tell that my biggest number is the 3.6 with the repeating. And then this would be the next one, because square root of 11 is 3 point something. And then next would be 2 1/4. Okay, let's do this next one. So from least to greatest. So we want the smallest one. I see there's a negative and a negative. This negative pi is negative 3.14 approximately. Square root of 25 is 5, but with the negative is negative 5. So I already have my 2 negatives. I can tell this one is the smallest one. Oops. Square root of 25. Then negative pi. Okay, then we have these other ones. What's the next smallest? 0, Okay, then we got 5.3 and 5 1/3. 5 1/3 is the same as 5.3 repeating, which is just a tiny bit bigger than just plain 5.3. So this is the next biggest one. Last one would be 5 1/3. Okay, let's try this. Ooh, okay. Let's do the easy one. Square root of 16 is 4. 4 times 10 to the negative 3, that represents a small number. We would have to go to the left 3 times, so it would be 0.004. 4% as a decimal is the same as 0.04. Okay, 4/9 and 3/8, that's all that's left. So if we wanted to compare which one was bigger, we could make them have the same denominator. Same denominator would be 72. So what would I multiply to get to 72 here? I'd have to multiply by 8. So this is 32 over 72. This one I'd have to multiply by 9. That's 27. Okay, so 4/9 is the bigger one, right? Okay, so I think we have all our information. From least to greatest, our smallest number would be one of these, oh, actually, we should change these to decimals. So forget I said that. Let's make 4/9 into a decimal. So 9 on the outside. 9 goes into 40 4 times. Oh, this is going to be repeating. So this number is 0.4 repeating. And then 3/8 goes in 3 times, minus goes in 7 times. Bring another 0 down. Okay, this one is 0.375. So we changed them all to decimals. So our smallest number is going to be this one. So 4 times 10 to the negative 3. Our next smallest number is going to be this one, the 4%. And then let's see what's left. So now we have these two fractions. The next smallest one is the 3/8. And then the 4/9. And then lastly, square root of 16 is the biggest one. Okay, scooting to 7. Compare and order the following from greatest to least. So not the biggest one first. Ooh, okay. Square root of 17 is over 2. So square root of 17 is between 16 and 25, but it's closer to the square root of 16. So that means this number is approximately like 4 point something. I'm going to do ... over 2. Okay, 210 as a decimal, move the decimal over twice. So that is 2.1. 7 times pi would be 7 times 3.14. So we know that's going to be 21 point something. Ooh, this is a good one. 3 times square root of 48. Square root of 48 is really close to the square root of 49. Square root of 49 is 7. So if you rounded it and did 3 times 7, right? 3 times 7 is 21. But because the square root of 48 is a little bit less than square root of 49, so it's going to be just a little bit less than 21. So this will be less than 21. And then 2 1/6, we could figure out the 1/6 part. So 6 goes into 10 one time. Bring down the 0, 6 is 36. Ooh, this is just going to repeat now. Okay, so this number is 0.166, repeating. Okay, we got all our numbers. So greatest number, this is going to be a little bit more than 2. So this 7 pi is our biggest one. Okay, this one is our next biggest one because there's just a little bit less than 21. I can tell 2 and 1/6 is our smallest, so I'll put that at the end. So now we just got these two. So this is 2.1, and this is going to be a little bit bigger than 2. So we'll put this one square root of 17 over 2, and then 210%. Okay, again, this one's going from greatest to least. This one, 1/3 is 0.3 repeating, so this would be negative 0.3 repeating. Okay, we got 0. I'm just going to rewrite them. 2 times the square root of 10. So square root of 10 is really close to the square root of 9, which is 3. And 2 times 3 is 6. So 2 times 3 point something would be 6 point something, just a little bit bigger than 6. This one, if we change to a decimal, we move the decimal over 2 times, so negative 0.036. And then this one, we'd have to move the decimal to the left 2 times, so 0.06032. Okay, we got all decimals. We want the biggest number first. Biggest number is the 6 point something, which is this one, so 2 root 10. And then the next biggest number is the 0. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's actually this one. So let me put that 0. So the next biggest number was actually 0.0. Oh gosh, it's this one in scientific notation. Let me start over. 2 root 10, biggest one. Then the scientific notation number. Then the 0. Okay, now we just have this percent number and then that one. So the next smallest would be this one, the negative 3.6%. And then smallest one is the negative 1/3. Okay, now number 9, the average amount of charge different brands of phones use in an hour. Oh, okay, battery percentage charge are shown in the table. List the phones in increasing order according to their average charge used in an hour. In increasing order, so that means least to greatest. Okay, so 55%, I'll write it over here, is the same as 0.55. 1/2, we should know that one is 0.50. Oh, this one's interesting. The square root of 16 is 4. So the square root of 0.16 would be 0.4. And then that one's already a decimal. So the smallest number, I'll put a 0 here so they have the same amount of decimals, would be the Nokia. Oh, we want to list the phones, so we're actually going to write Nokia. That's the smallest. Next smallest, oh no, it would be LG, sorry. LG's first, smallest. Then Nokia, then Samsung, then iPhone. So I guess iPhone has the best battery. Okay, you are going to now do your IXL homework. There wasn't a code for it, but it is linked to the assignment sheet. It is linked on the slides. There wasn't a code number. It was the title of it. So if you click on the title, it's called Compare and Order Rational and Irrational Numbers. So if you look on the assignment sheet or the slides, you can click on the hyperlink and it'll take you to the correct IXL. Remember to use paper, but no calculator.